Joining us now to discuss how Gabon is receiving help from the World Bank is Zouera Youssoufou, resident representative from the World Bank in Gabon. Zouera, please tell us about your initiative. I find it very fascinating that it hopes to include women and youth into the job market.
So thank you so much. What we've been doing with the Gabonese government is working on improving the competitiveness of their economy and how to help develop the private sector. So basically what we're doing is lending them $18 million to set up a functional one-stop shop which will help simplify how to create companies, which will also provide all kinds of services to SMEs to help them develop, getting their business plans together, obtaining loans. And we'll also have a women's business center inside of this one-stop shop that will specifically cater to women and youth to really help include those people in the private sector.
This $18 million.
This is a very exciting project.
This $18 million, how will this be dispersed? Is it over a number of years, or is it just a once-off payment?
Yes, it is a 5-year project. So basically what we're going to be doing over the next 5 years is helping them to set up and implement the one-stop shop. It's a relatively heavy process in terms of combining the different administrations, bringing together what used to be the Center for Development of Enterprises, bringing together what used to be Promo Gabon, supporting SMEs, what used to be the agency that promotes SMEs, some of the work that the Chamber of Commerce is doing. So the idea is to have one area, a one-stop shop, like we've done, Maison de l'Entreprise in Burkina, or APIX in Senegal, Rwanda Development Board in Rwanda. The idea is to have all the services that SMEs need to be created and then to be accompanied as they develop in one area with one management. So that's what we're going to help them do over the next few years. So it's a long process which requires all kinds of reforms and simplification of procedures, etc. The idea being that we want to bring down the time it takes to create a company from more than 100 days that it takes now to something closer to the 48 hours that even the president has been advocating for.
2 years ago, you signed a technical assistance agreement with Gabon. Obviously, the country has ambitions of being an emerging market country with a target, with their vision 2025. How's the country getting headway on that?
Yes. So actually, what happened with the first service agreement that we signed is all the different components have been delivered, and we just signed phase 2 last week, where basically we're continuing the work on public financial management, which really, if you think about how do we get to the bottom of, or how do we improve good governance on the government side, is really about how public money is managed. So the government asked us to help them take a look into how they're doing their public financial management. We did that as part of the first service agreement, and now we're extending it to the 10 other ministries that we hadn't touched before. So that's one of the components of the new advisory services agreement that we signed. The second piece is support on statistics. As you know, data collection has not been as strong as it could be, and there's been a recognition that they need support in statistics. So we're going to do some institutional capacity building, and on top of that, provide support to the next poverty household survey that's being undertaken here in Gabon. And the third thing that we signed regarding technical assistance has been on tax reform. Basically, one of the findings from the last service agreement is that they have very scattered, let me call it a scattered tax system. The idea is to rationalize the different incentives and make sure that you're giving the right people the right incentives, the right companies the right incentives, and that you're not only supporting the large foreign companies that are coming in, but that you're really helping to support the local SMEs that are here. So that's the third aspect of this new service agreement that we signed with the government.